Hey guys. Alright guys, I know this video is a little late. I have had a much more busy month than I was honestly expecting for myself, which I'm not going to complain about that in the least. A ton of awesome stuff has happened this month and I'm very excited to tell you at least really briefly about it. I don't want to drag this video on as long as I did the other one. I have notes this time so that I don't have to do that. But one of the first things that I want to talk about, a big thing for me that happened this month in my road to, trying to become a full-time photographer, I got a mentor. It is a paid mentorship. If you're interested in learning about what I'm doing, who I'm being mentored by, you can message me on Instagram and I'll kind of walk you through what I'm doing. Not very many people have the opportunity to be mentored by people that they've already looked up to, much less literally their favorite photographer. So I'm very excited. It put me in with a giant group of amazing individuals, and it's going to / already kind of has helped me grow a lot. It's going to help me really nail down what market I want to hit and how I can actually hit that market properly so that I can be profitable. Because, I love taking photos, but I can't take photos without making money. So that's a big thing. I'd honestly put that at the top of the list of awesome things that I've done this month. Even though some of the other stuff might seem cooler, I feel like this is a necessary cornerstone in any business is actually learning. So that's the number one thing that I've done. So the number two thing that I've done, I created a trip, and we had maybe 13 people total go. Couple photographers, a bunch of models, some friends to do behind the scenes video, which if you wait to the end, I'll show you the video of that trip. It was pretty fun. We went to Door County, Wisconsin. Absolutely beautiful. We got some amazing images. If you want to check those out, they're on my Instagram. I've posted them for like the past week or so. Tons of good stuff. It was a lot of fun. Like that kind of thing is something I didn't expect like a photographer like myself to be able to do, much less be able to pull off, because that's stuff that you see photographers on Instagram with hundreds of thousands of followers do, and they have people like interested in those trips and like they reach out to them, and it's just like this big snowball effect that I feel really blessed to have been able to start. And I think that I've gone up about 300 followers in the past 2.5 weeks since going on this trip. And I feel like I honestly owe it all to the people that came and the sharing and the community that we created. Also, if the light is changing, I'm using my skylight along with a little light here that's not really doing too much. Hang on. I don't have video lights yet. But yeah, the sun is moving, which just destroyed all of my light that I was using. But I feel like that trip was probably the second coolest thing that has happened to me this month on my road to full-time photography. And here comes the normal sun again. Really bright. Third thing and fourth thing that I think is really big to talk about, I would put them tied, to be honest. I got a really unique opportunity and it's going again. I got a really big opportunity this weekend to shoot a pop-up. I'm not sure if it's a pop-up, but it's a bodybuilding competition that it wasn't really planned for, and they needed a photographer, and one of the athletes reached out to me and got me in touch with the right guy, and now I am the roaming photographer throughout the day. Super blessed, to be honest, because it's a hard year for one to get into anything like that, and two, it's hard to get into anything like that anyway. Being the fact that I just want to do fitness, glamour, and boudoir, finding a way to get into that niche is hard on its own, much less a corona-ridden world. So super excited to share that adventure on next month's video and to show you guys the images that I get. It's definitely going to be different from what I've been showing on my Instagram up to date. because it's mainly stage photos, but it's definitely a step in the correct direction. And the final thing, which I'm super excited about, since the Door County trip went so well, I started planning a trip to Charleston, South Carolina, and it's had an overwhelming response for me. You know, someone that doesn't have the biggest following. I don't have, honestly, I don't feel like I've tasted a lot of success in a lot of the things that I wanted to do in my life. So having something like this actually come to fruition, you know, the trip is going to succeed. There's a lot of photographers and models there, and we're going to have a lot of behind the scenes happening throughout it. 2 full days of shooting, and if my math is correct, I think we have 8 photographers and 8 photographers and 13 models right now, and that's big. And I'm very excited because I'm going to try and vlog that whole trip. The last thing that I wanted to talk about, which it feels like it was a step backwards, but it's definitely something that's needed. So beginning of the month, I went back to work at Best Buy because they called me off of furlough. So in full transparency, eventually, obviously, I want to no longer work for anybody, much less Best Buy or, well, anybody. So it's something that has to happen now because I'm not making enough money as a photographer. But very soon, I should be able to only do photography. I would say within the year, hopefully, you know, if everything keeps going the way that it is going. But everything really just depends on how much work I can put in and in the correct direction. And going all the way back to getting the mentorship, that was a big choice for me because I feel like I've done a lot of wasted effort in a lot of wasted areas, and I wanted somebody who knew how to control my chaos and put it in the proper places so that I can actually gain some traction. But yeah, guys, thank you for tuning in to the little video that we got going on. Hopefully by the next one I'll have some spare Mondays. I can get some lights and we'll have like a dedicated little section here. But I'm going to go ahead and roll the little footage from Door County because it was super fun. I'm very excited for you guys to see it. So until next time, this is Hagrid, and it's been nice. Welcome to the wild ride.